Dear students, next we are going to discuss about electric potential energy. Okay, otherwise it is also termed as electrostatic potential energy. Okay, so electrostatic potential energy. Initially, we have to understand that potential energy is nothing but it is the amount of work done. For example, if we are bringing any object from one place to another object, suppose this object is moved here, some amount of work has to be done on the object. That amount of work was done on the object is stored as the potential energy in that object. Okay, right. Here in this lesson we are going to discuss about what is the electrostatic potential energy. Okay, now we can discuss that topic, electrostatic potential energy. Here we are considering there are 2 point charges. Okay, one is source charge, another one is test charge. Okay, in this diagram you can see that there is a point charge plus q, positive charge we are taking. Another one point charge is nothing but plus q. Let us take it is nothing but a test charge, may be represented as q dash. Okay, due to the positive charge, source charge, it can produce some amount of electric field outwards. We know that if it is any positive charge is there, the electric field is directly outwards. Okay, now if any other test charge is moving towards the charge, what will happen? Already source charge is also positive, test charge is also positive. So according to the Coulomb's law of electrostatics, same kind of charges they will repel each other. Okay, that concept we are going to introduce here. Now if the initial point is considered as R, the test charge Q dash is placed at the point R. Now it is going to bring the new point, that is nothing but P. So to move this distance, some amount of work has to be done. What is the amount of work has been done on this point charge will be stored as the point charge. Okay, now the same thing I wrote here. Another positive test charge. Test charge is nothing but what? Q dash is brought from R to P against the repulsive force. What is the repulsive force? Because of the same kind of charge, according to the Newton's law of Coulomb, according to the Coulomb's law of electrostatics, they will repel each other. So if both the charges are positive, definitely they will repel each other. To brought together, we have to do some amount of work which must be greater than that of the repulsive force, or at least they have to be equal to the repulsive force. Okay, that is we are going to discuss here. Now to bring this test charge Q dash from the point R to P, some external force should be used to do the work. Okay, then it must be equal and opposite. So equal and opposite means it should be equal to the, at least equal to the magnitude of the repulsive force, and it should be against, opposite, the direction should be opposite. That is given here. F external is equal to F Coulomb. Otherwise here we can write F external must be, you can write like this, minus F Coulomb. It will be very correct. Now what is the amount of work done to bring this test charge to the point P from the point R? Now what is the amount of work done? It is given by W is equal to integral R to P. These are limits, initial and final limit, force into displacement. Okay, actually one more formula should be before this equation, that is nothing but dW is equal to F external into dr. To find out the total work done, integral dW. Already we have discussed from the 11th standard itself, but in our textbook they have directly given W is equal to integral R to P F external into dr. Okay, right. Now the Coulomb force, it is also conservative, because already we have discussed in the first topic Coulomb's law, it is obeys the conservation of charge. Okay, so what is the conservation? The charges remains conserved, so work done is also conservative. Okay, so work done conservative means it is independent of the path, it does not depend upon the path. That's why I wrote here the conservative force. It is the conservative force is the it has the work done which is independent of the path. What is path? Path is nothing but distance traveled by the particle, but it will be depend on initial and final position. That is already we have we have discussed clearly. Displacement into force, that is equal to what? Work done. Okay, displacement into force, that is work done. It is not depending upon the distance traveled by the particle. We know the difference between the distance traveled and displacement. What is meant by distance traveled and displacement? Distance traveled is nothing but the total length of the path covered by the particle. What is meant by distance? Distance is nothing but total length of the path covered by the particle or the object. What is meant by displacement? Displacement is nothing but the shortest distance between the initial and the final position. It is given here. It is only depends on initial and final position. What is meant by initial and final position? That is displacement. Okay, right. Then next we can see that we can give a limit for them. Here we are considering U, P and U, R as the potential energies at the point P and R. Now what is the work done? Work done is nothing but it can be defined as the difference of potential energies. Okay, how can we say that? If work is done, changes should be there. That's why we are taking two potential energies at the point R and P. If there are some differences between the potential energies at the point P and R, then only we can say that work has been done. If UP is equal to UR, there is no change in the potential energy. Okay, there we can't say that work is done. We can't say. So if work is done means definitely displacement should be there. Otherwise, simply you can understand that if work is done, some changes should be occur from the initial and the final position. If there is no changes in the initial and the final position means, or initial and final state means, then we can say that work has not been done. Here we assume that there are some difference in the potential energies at the point P and R. That's why we are applying the limit from R to P. Okay, force external into dr. Okay, then already we have discussed the external force which is applied on the object should be equal and opposite. Okay, I told clearly at least it should be equal or greater than. Okay, so it should be equal to, that condition is taken here. External force is equal to minus F coulomb. Okay, now we can substitute the values. What is F coulomb? Coulomb force is nothing but what? That is minus Q into E. Why? Sometimes you can ask, sir, Coulomb force means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 Q2 by R square only. No sir, here the force experienced by the charge Q dash in the presence of electric field. That's why the force experienced in the electric field, it is given by, already we have discussed, F is equal to Q into E. Since it is acting in the opposite direction, it is given by minus QE. Are you clear? Right. Now we can substitute the value of Coulomb force here. Okay, Coulomb force is equal to what? It is just nothing but external force. Okay, so minus QE into dr. Okay, now what is Q, what is E? E is nothing but electric field. Electric field, it will be differed based on the source charge. Already we have considered plus Q is the source charge, Q dash is the test charge. So depending upon the source charge, the electric field, it can be varied, but the test charge, it will not be changed. So it cannot be integrated, so it is taken out. Here we wrote Q dash into integral R to P minus of E vector into dr vector. Okay, right. Then the potential energy difference per unit charge. This is nothing but the total charge. For total charge, what is the change in the potential energy? Now if we calculate potential energy difference per unit charge, then what we have to do? it should be divided by q dash. So del u by q dash is equal to, already we have the formula q dash into minus e, so we can simplify that equation. Del u by q dash is equal to, already what is in numerator, q dash into integral r to p minus e vector dot dr vector divided by q dash will be cancelled. What will be the remaining? Del u by q dash is equal to integral r to p minus is taken out, minus of e vector dot dr vector. So this is the electric potential difference between the point r and p. Okay, right. Then next, in this topic we have to discuss further, that is nothing but from the above equation, that is already we have discussed the equation. Now what is it? Del u by q dash is equal to minus integral r to p into e vector dot dr vector. From this vector we can see that in the right hand side there is any charge is there? No charge is there. Okay, that's why from this equation number 5, it is concluded that since there is no charge, we can write the conclusion, that is nothing but, here we have written, from the above equation we can conclude that del u by q dash is independent of charge q dash. What is charge q dash? That is nothing but test charge. So that the difference of potential energy per unit charge is independent of the test charge or independent of the charge. Okay, then electric potential difference, it can be denoted as, what is the difference of potential? Difference of potential means either we can write Vp minus Vr, otherwise Vr minus Vp. That is given as del V is equal to del Vp minus Vr. Otherwise, in the equation form we can write like this: Vp minus Vr is equal to del V is equal to integral r to p minus e vector dot dr vector. Okay, right. Now what is the definition for electric potential difference? Before that we have discussed what is the electric or electrostatic potential energy. Electrostatic potential energy is the amount of work done. Okay, then we have discussed the electrostatic potential energy per unit charge. It is given by del u by q dash is equal to minus integral r to p e vector dot dr vector. Now we are going to discuss about electric potential difference, otherwise potential difference. Okay, sometimes it will be denoted as electric potential difference or electrostatic potential difference. Suppose if they are asking define potential difference, for that also you have to write this definition only. What is the definition for that? Electric potential difference is defined as the amount of work done, this is the important, the amount of work done or amount of work done by an external force, because without the external force we can't do work. Okay, here also no problem, you can write from the sentence the work done by an external force to bring unit positive charge. Already we have considered as plus q dash is the test charge. Okay, it should have the magnitude 1 coulomb. Okay, so unit positive charge from the point r to p. Okay, so this is the definition for potential difference. Okay, so the electric potential energy difference is given by del u is equal to q dash into del v, otherwise du is equal to q dash into dv. So these are the two equations we have to remember to solve the questions, because sometimes in some textbooks the same formula they have given as change in potential energy, or u is equal to dv into q2, where q2 is nothing but test charge. Okay, here what we have taken, q dash into dv. Okay, dv into q2 or del v into q dash, everything is same. So the potential energy is given by del v into q dash or del v into q2. Okay, right. Suppose if the point is taken as, suppose instead of r we are taking the test charge is at the distance of infinity, then what is its potential? Its potential value is given by 0 when at the infinity distance. Important 1 mark question. The electric potential at infinite distance is always equal to 0, right? Now we can discuss about electric potential. What is meant by electric potential? Just now we have discussed about electric potential difference. What is the difference between electric potential and the electric potential? Okay, there is a small term changes between the two questions. Okay, because while writing the answer you have to notice the question whether they are asking define electric potential or define electric potential difference. Okay, based on that you have to answer. Right, first part is nothing but electric potential difference, already we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss about electric potential. What is meant by electric potential? There also it is the amount of work done by the external force to bring the unit positive charge with a constant velocity from infinity to that point in the region of external electric field. Mathematically it is given by V potential. So Vp. V is given by, otherwise directly we can write V. It is also correct. V is equal to minus of integral infinity to P into E vector dot R vector. Are you clear? But in the potential difference, what we have discussed, it is equal to what? Potential difference is given by R to P minus E vector dot dr vector. So what is the difference here? R to P. That's why from the point R to P. But in the definition, 2 mark question, we have to write it is the amount of work done to bring the unit positive charge, or it is amount of work done by an external force to bring the unit positive charge from, instead of point R to P, you can write from one point to another point in the region of external electric field. Okay, otherwise simple concept I can say to you, you can study this question alone. From this definition you can write the question for potential difference also. What is the main difference between them? Otherwise which term has to be changed for electric potential from this definition? Okay, so electric potential, instead of electric potential we have to write electric potential is defined as the amount of work done by the external force to bring the unit positive charge. Up to this there is no change, with constant velocity from infinity to that point. It should be replaced as one point to another point. Okay, one point to another point. This is the definition for potential difference. Potential means infinity to that point. That's why we can see that in the limit infinity to P. But in the previous definition what we have discussed, R to P, that is we know the point where is R, where is P, so that we have to write from one point to another point. But in electric potential it is the amount of work done by the external force to bring the unit positive charge with a constant velocity from infinity to that point. So only the change in the limits. Okay, right, it can be expected in the 2 mark question, otherwise they will ask in the 3 mark question. Then what are the important points we have to note here? So in this topic electric potential, we have to remember electric potential at the point P only depends upon the electric field, which is due to the source charge, not by the test charge. So electric potential will be defined by the electric field. Okay, that electric field is produced by the source charge, not by the test charge. That is the first point. Okay, are you clear? Right. Then what is the next? Unit positive charge brought from infinity to that point should be with constant velocity. With constant velocity only we can find out what is the amount of potential. Okay, to avoid the external agency impart any kinetic energy. Why? Because if it is instantly moved from infinity to that point, then automatically the velocity will be increased, so that kinetic energy will be imported with that charge. So to avoid the kinetic energy produced by the external agency, the unit positive charge, it should be moved with constant velocity. Okay, that is the second point. Then what is the third point? Third point is nothing but unit of potential is joule per coulomb. Unit of potential is equal to what? Joule per coulomb. Then practical unit of electric potential is nothing but voltage. Okay, in simple form we will write volt, otherwise in symbol we will write capital V, which is named by the scientist Alessandro Volta, who was found or designed the electric cell. Okay, then unit of electric potential difference is also measured in terms of voltage or capital V. So there is no difference for the unit for both electric potential and also for electric potential difference. Both are measured in terms of volt, otherwise in symbol V. Okay, so these are the important points we have to remember in this concept, electric potential and potential energy. So what is the amount of electric potential energy? It is the amount of work done to bring the unit positive charge from one point to another point. It is given by del U is equal to integral minus R2P into E vector dot dr vector. For electric potential, what we have to write? The limit value alone changed from infinity to that point. Okay, so from this point, from this topic, we can expect two mark question. One is electric potential and another one is define electric potential difference, and 5 mark question, derive an expression for the electrostatic potential energy. Are you clear? Right. The next important topic is nothing but electric potential due to the point charge. It is also very important 5 mark question. Now we can discuss about the electric potential at a point due to a point charge.